Well, this isn't the video I thought I'd be making. This is an impromptu ad hoc video, and because as I suppose many of the people who follow this channel, many of the people know me, I like the odd beer every now and then, and one of the YouTube channels I follow is the craft beer channel, basically a couple of guys who drink lots of beer, and I'm eternally grateful to them because of two things. One, they got me into YouTube as being somewhere to find beery things, and two, they introduced me to the Alchemist brewery in America, who make the Heady Topper, and they are a completely ethical brewery, remarkably ethical brewery in every possible sense. If you Google craft beer channel and Alchemy brewery, you will find their visit there. But on top of that, one of the things that I really have discovered about YouTube is it is an invaluable source of information. And there was another channel that I stumbled across, I don't know, must have been probably 2 years ago, called Harry Brew 69. And it's this guy in Retford who, people who follow this channel will know that I've kind of like got to, I suppose, electronically know. I've never met him, but we chat on Messenger and stuff like that. And at the beginning of lockdown, we was actually on our way on boat to go and visit his brewery and pub and restaurant. Tomahawk steak. Yes, sorry, salivating. I'm not even into the video yet. But his name's Chris Harrison. Smashing guy, good fun, and ethical. And so kind of like looking at breweries, and as some of you will know, I know quite a few breweries that I'm really very, very fond of. St Mars of the Desert, Dan and Martha, beautiful people, and kind of like it reaffirms one's faith to meet people like Dan and Martha, and eventually I will meet Chris Harrison from Harrison's Brewery, Harry Brew 69. Just as lockdown was kicking in and we knew we weren't going to make it, I grabbed a couple of beers from St Mars of the Desert, including Clamp, and I can't remember, there was another one, and just sent them over to Chris and this other chap who is one of his customers, who's known on here as Peter, but generally better known as Spider, and just as a kind of like a camaraderie thing. Well, it hasn't been easy for Chris, and I'm sure he won't mind me mentioning this. There have been times over the last 4 months when his YouTube videos have probably not only had me in tears, but all of the people who follow his channel in tears, because it has been terrible. He's only just sunk a load of time and huge amount of money into getting the restaurant open in the brew shed in Retford. We was on our way over to be one of the first people to try it out. Literally within days of opening, the shutdown kicked in. Couldn't have been worse. And so and throughout that time, he has worked industriously to keep his business going. Today, late in the afternoon, I was getting ready just to have a coffee and potter around, do a couple of jobs, and there's a knock on the door. There's a delivery driver with a box, and I thought, I'm not expecting anything, and I'm sure that you couldn't get a couple of never mind, I'm not going to go there. Fine young ladies, no, they'd have died by the time AliExpress got them over here. But what was in that box was this, the big reveal. And by the way, look, I've really pulled the plug out for this. I've put my backdrop down and everything. Look at that. What can you say? These are his two kind of like flagship beers. The Vacant Gesture and Proof of Concept are both his mainstay beers, although he does some other remarkable, in a sense, a little bit like St. Miles of the Desert, just playing around. Those who watch his channel will realise he's built a pilot kit much better than mine. But these are his two standard, and I couldn't believe it. Just like, I've never met him. I mean, we get on okay, sort of in Eland, but what a lovely thing to arrive. And there's also a mask that you put in there, a spider mask. That's probably from Peter or whatever, which is actually, I've bloody left it downstairs, but you'll see me wearing it. It'll be one of the first times you will ever see a picture of me or video of me on YouTube, because I'm going to do a thing about wearing masks in one of my videos this week. And so that, again, odd as these things happen, that will be featured. But and I don't know, I'm still a little bit stuck for words, because I just really just didn't expect this. What can you say? That I think is going to be the thumbnail for this video. It's got to be, isn't it? Not so Vacant Gesture. So Chris, what can I say? I know he sent me a message saying these need to condition at room temperature probably for another week. These are good to go. So I took these out of the fridge, and I'll let them have a week. This, what can we do with that? It's obvious what we can do with that. Now, this is can conditioned, and I'm doing this all one-handed because, do you know, immediately I'm getting a very nice on the nose from this. Right, enough talking bollocks, Bailey. Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, is it, Mark? It's fucking far from awful. Bloody hell. That is, yeah, okay. It's not a surprise because everybody raves about it. So, and it's one of those. I've looked at he's put the recipe on Beersmith, and I've often thought about doing it, but I hate doing clones of people's beers until I've tasted the real thing, because you don't know how close you've got. But this has got, it's got a really nice kind of, it's the sort of thing, you get the mosaic, double dry hopped, unusual, but nicely unusual. It's the sort of thing where those hops would take you down a dark alleyway and snog you. Yes. Do you know, this is, for a while, I'm not getting my words out properly here, am I? For a while, I've wanted to try this, and it seems like everything was loaded against us going to try it. But my God. It's worth the hype. It's beautiful. I am speechless. A, for the generosity, and B, for eventually actually getting to drink Vacant Gesture. What can you say? Well, apart from Chris, thank you. I'm now a fanboy of Harrison's Brewery as well. And when this lockdown eases enough, we are bringing our boat down to the Chesterfield Canal. This is truly superb, both the gesture and the beer. So Chris and Spider and everybody in Retford, we are coming to see you. Gosh, what can you say? And Craft Beer Channel, I know they've watched a couple of my videos. Mainly because I don't think they've ever come across anyone who swears quite as much as I can do at times. But let's see if we can get some. No, there's not enough sunlight out there. Beautiful. Right. Like I said, that's not the video that I thought I'd be making, but it's a video that I'm so glad to be making. I will put a link to Harrison's Brewery website underneath here, down there, where you can go and buy these online. But I'm still kind of like a little bit speechless. That was really truly lovely, and I'm very, very grateful. Thanks ever so much. And everybody else, go and buy some online now. Do it now.